Well, here's something to keep a look on in terms of like tracking a global trend. So every year Forbes does this list of the top 100 cloud companies. And this year, or this last list that they released not too long ago, there was two who self-identified as being distributed teams. I would bullishly say that number is going to go up dramatically over the next 5 years. And for all the reasons that people probably know, and I'm preaching to the choir here, but access to talent. I live in Silicon Valley. I've lived here for 13 years. It is unbelievably expensive to live here. It is ridiculous. It is not, it's beautiful in some places, in other places it's terrible and awful in terms of for a place to live. Some good schools, some terrible schools. But the cost of living is just astronomical. And so, for us, like we want the best, we want great people, we want A players. And unless we, are Google or Facebook, we just cannot hire those people here because we can't afford to pay them, and we can't afford to move them here. And so, and frankly, people don't want to live here. There's better places to live. I'm not from here. I've lived 6 years. I grew up in Florida. I lived 6 years in Europe as a kid. I lived in New Zealand for 2 years. So there's lots of amazing places to live that are not Silicon Valley. But having your company sort of headquartered here, having a hub here is super valuable and super important. And so, but we just want great people, and we want to scale a company with great people, but, we can't compete with Google and Facebook. So, getting great people around the world. We have people all over the world that work for us, all across the United States, all across, Western Europe, Africa. We have people in Asia that work for us. So, there are amazing people literally everywhere. And it's just a matter of finding them, making sure they match your culture and your values. And